Hey guys, it's Sam here, the founder of Clickstart Digital. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you about the 3 common things that are overlooked on most websites that actually convert customers. So these 3 things are pretty much standard across the board on any kind of website. So if you're selling services or if you're selling products online, these 3 things are still things that will apply to pretty much any business that has a website. The first thing is the About Us page. Did you know that the About Us page is one of the most frequently visited pages on any website? So most of your customers, before they purchase from you, they're checking out who you are and what your About Us page says about you and your business. If they land on your About Us page and there's no information on there, or there's just some generic information on there about the services that you offer, but nothing to humanize the business, to show them that it's actually a real person running the business, that will put a lot of people off from purchasing from you. And everyone's a little bit skeptical when we're purchasing anything online or reading information online. So the number one thing that I would recommend that you do right away, if you haven't done it already, is personalize your About Us page. So customers want to hear about who you are and why you started the business. So I would recommend on the About Us page putting information about yourself, why you started the business, and a photo or a video of who you are. So with selling anything, there's a bit of a process that people need to go through before they purchase from you. So people need to know you, they need to like you, they need to trust you, and then they'll buy from you. So the About Us page is a really great place for your customers to get to know who you are, and hopefully they like you. And then they trust you based on the information that you've given them on your About Us page. The second overlooked thing on most websites is the Contact Us page. So once again, you want to reduce people's skepticism when they're visiting your website and they're trying to find out who you are. They want to make sure that you've got a business address, that you're a real business, and ideally have a phone number on the website as well so they can contact you if they've got any questions or any queries about the products or services that they might be buying from you. So ideally you want to have a 1300 or a free call number on your website, and if you don't want to have a free call number, I'd at least suggest putting a local phone number on your website and an address. Now you can get some relatively cheap 1300 numbers. Just Google 1300 number register on Google, and I know there's a few places like Telco Works where you can pay like $5 a month to have a 1300 number. Now, if you want someone professional answering the telephone and you want a professional address, you can also look at any sort of serviced office. They all vary. You can Servcorp, Regus, there's lots of them around, and they charge monthly fees to have a business address and to have telephone answering services as well, if that's what you choose to do. But I'd highly recommend at least having a 1300 number on your website. Now, if you don't want to be answering these phone calls, you can divert that number to a voicemail and then record a nice voicemail message of you, saying, "Good morning, you've called Clickstart Digital. We can't take your call right now. Please leave your name and your phone number and we'll come back to you very soon." And then when you're ready, you can just call them back from your mobile telephone number. So then that way you don't have to have an actual local number or anything. You can just have that 1300 number or free call number diverted to voicemail and then to email, and then you'll get emailed those voicemail recordings whenever someone leaves a message for you. So I would strongly recommend doing this. You must have a phone number on your website, very important. And then finally, something that's really overlooked but something that is just so important is data capture forms. So you might be spending all of this money driving all this traffic to your website, and if you're not capturing their data when these potential customers, when they're hitting your website, you're losing all that money. So whatever you've just spent on advertising to get them there, you're effectively losing that cash once they bounce off your website and they don't purchase from you. So this is really important. When people hit your website, you want to be capturing their information. You want to be getting at least their name and their email address. And you need to be setting up a database in an email system such as MailChimp or Aweber and capturing that information in there. So then that way you can keep in contact with these potential customers or clients. So some ideas for data capture forms. You want to incentivize people to put their details in, normally putting a subscribe here, probably wouldn't be enough for a lot of people to put their email address in. People are more incentivized by getting a discount on something, or perhaps something for free. So if you're offering like a free white paper or a free ebook or something, or if you're going to give them $10 off their first order or 5% off their first order or whatever that might be, you need to probably offer them something as an incentive in exchange for getting their details. So this is really important. Ideally, you want to be capturing as many website visitors' information as you can, because they might not be ready to buy now, but they might be ready to buy in another 6 months or 6 days or 6 weeks or whatever it might be. Guys, that's my video for today. I hope you found this information useful. Now make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already to keep up to date with business news. Thanks for